With this session update, I'm Shannon Lurkey. A bill that would increase penalties for attempted first-degree murder of a peace officer or other criminal justice partner was considered by the Senate Judiciary Committee. Here are some highlights.
What this does is increase the sentencing guidelines for someone causing great bodily harm to a police officer, a corrections officer, a prosecuting attorney, or a judge. It addresses the sentencing guidelines, increasing them to make sure that it does what it does, or will affect how the prosecutor or the perpetrator is sentenced.
I was an officer with the city of Waseca. On January 6th of 2020, I was gravely wounded in the line of duty.
And I am Megan Matson, Eric's wife. Well, first off, thanks for having us. We would have never thought that prior to this that we would be having to have this conversation. But we're bringing the Matson bill to your attention due to the current low sentencing guidelines. And we're here today to tell you how this tragic event has changed our lives. And Eric, would you like to tell them how your life has changed?
Every day since the incident, I find out new stuff that I can't do anymore. Such as walking on my own or walking really any distance.
So mentally, physically, we have had to find our new normal because of a repeated felon that was out on parole that should have never had the opportunity to get out. This guy has been in prison more than he has been out of prison. And our justice system needs to realize that that is an issue, that there's never going to be enough justice, but this is at least a start. These criminals need to be held accountable and not have an option for parole. If he would have been able to not have parole, this probably wouldn't have happened.
You know, from my perspective and my members' perspectives, we're at a crossroads in policing. We're seeing more violence, especially against peace and police officers every single day. Just in the last 2 weeks, everybody's probably seen the event that started in Blaine and went up to Iceni County, where an individual fired at police officers, striking a canine. And I do know that canines are not included in this bill, and we'll work on that later. But here's another instance where it starts from a simple shoplifting and goes to somebody shooting at police. We recently saw another case in Wadena and Sabika, where an officer was simply making a traffic stop and was shot at. One officer was shot in his bulletproof vest, and that's what saved his life. We also saw recently in Duluth, where officers were executing in a home, and canine in that instance was shot and killed. And in both instances, the officers credit that canine for saving their life. Whoever thought we'd be at this point in our society where this is becoming normal? And I don't want to normalize this issue. This is not a big city problem. This is across not only Minnesota, but the United States. And in a time where it seems like we're lowering the standards for charging somebody, we're allowing people to get out of jail sooner, I want to send a clear message to criminals that shooting at a police officer or a judge, a prosecutor, correctional officers, doing great bodily harm is not going to be tolerated for just simply doing your job.
When I was determining charges against the defendant that shot Officer Matson and who shot also at two of our other officers, I was shocked by a few issues in our current laws. First, I was surprised to learn that I could only get 20 years for what the defendant did to Officer Matson. I was flabbergasted that the consequences weren't any greater for whether you shot at an officer versus actually shooting an officer, physically injuring them. In this case, of course, gravely injuring Officer Matson. He had to relearn to walk, talk, eat. He may or may not ever return to work. So those are major differences than what the law currently had allowed for was just simply if you shoot at an officer, you would get 20 years, up to 20 years maximum. The reason we had the maximum in this case was, as was alluded to, this defendant had off the charts criminal history. The current laws, like I stated, they don't differentiate. Also, the concerns are that even if he got sentenced to that 20 years, he'd be eligible for parole after only 14 under the current laws. 14 years, of course, is just not acceptable.
Why do we selectively say that it's worse to do this to a police officer because it's bad to do it to anybody? I mean, it's a crime, it's a violent crime, it's horrible. And I think probably the biggest thing that in my reading about that is that when they attack a police officer or harm them, they are standing in our place. They are trying to kill the system of protection around people. And so they are that blue wall that are there on our behalf. And so when they take those shots, they're standing in our place. And so the recognition when they're attempting to do that, if we allow that or we don't deal with it in a very strong basis, then everybody else, the rest of us, are all at greater risk. Because what do we do if we don't have the police to stand there in protection for us?
I'm inspired by your wife. And I think that this bill sets that example that if something happens, that there's justice. And so that's why I'm kind of inspired by this bill and really want to help, because I think that we're having such a hard time in many of my conversations with Director Peters, recruiting retention of a very difficult job, whether it's the mental anguish that officers have. I think this shows that level of respect, and that we need everybody to represent everybody in their community and stand up for everybody in their community. And I think that's a discussion that this committee, quite honestly, needs to have more of. And this, to me, allows for justice.
Senator Ingebrigtsen moves that Senate File 82 as amended be recommended to pass and move to the Finance Committee. All those in favor, open up your microphones and signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Opposed? The motion prevails. Before we move on, Eric and Megan, I just want to say that anyone who loves and seeks a peaceful life has to be very proud of you, of Officer Matson, and you, Megan. We know that spouses absorb a tremendous amount of stress, especially for a law enforcement officer. And you really do, the two of you are really model citizens in that profession, that shared profession, and it's got to be shared because it'll either bond you together or it'll tear you apart. And many of us will be praying for your continued recovery. And we thank you again for your service.
To continue following these issues and more, watch legislative coverage Monday through Friday on the PBS Minnesota channel or visit our website, www.senate.mn/media.